Hey guys, today I'm going to be showcasing you several crypto portfolios, and it all depends on which capital you have. So I've made six portfolios actually, and I made 10K portfolios. One is 50K, one is 100K, and one is 1 million. So I really hope this kind of helps you out how to make a crypto portfolio. I'm going to be showcasing and explaining you why I've chosen these coins and why you should have these coins in your portfolio. So let's get started. So the first one, which I'm going to be showcasing you, the title is 10K stabilized. So I'm going to be explaining you why this is a stabilized portfolio in my opinion. So as you can see, let me show you this chart. Sorry, it downloaded it by accident. So let's go over to the portfolio and look what we have here. So this is a pie chart, and it says that what I said is that 37.5% of the portfolio of 10K should be Tencent, and 37.5 is Dome, and 25% is Bitcoin. And the reason why, so let me start off with Bitcoin. The reason why you should always have Bitcoin is because you always want to have that, stabilized asset, the most stabilized asset in the crypto space. So as you know, guys, Bitcoin has the largest market cap in all of the crypto. Yes, yeah, it has the largest market cap, as you know, guys, right? And as you know, as a crypto asset, as an asset that has a larger market cap, it stabilizes more than other cryptocurrencies. So it has less. So basically, it has less volatility than the other cryptocurrencies. So in order for your portfolio to stabilize, you want to have some portion, like a pretty big portion, like a 25% portion of Bitcoin in your portfolio in order for you to stabilize. So for example, if you go over to the charts, meanwhile, other cryptocurrencies are able to drop more than 50% from now. You're able to see that Bitcoin, if it drops 50% today, it's going to be at a price at approximately 98K, 95K. Yeah, around that region, right? 98K, 97K, around that region, right? In my opinion, I think that is a very low probability to occur. So there is a lot of support in the 14K region, and when you measure it from its all-time high, it will say that Bitcoin will be dropping 86%. Even in the last bull market, Bitcoin only dropped 83%. Like almost 85%. So it wouldn't make sense as the crypto market, as Bitcoin is getting more mature. It wouldn't make sense for Bitcoin to drop more than its prior bull market. Won't it? Don't you think so, right? So, but however, on the other hand, if Ethereum could drop more, if Ethereum drops 50% from you, it will be at like 700. And I believe that Ethereum could also drop to 400 to the $600 area. So you always want to have a, big, a chunk of your portfolio in Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the most stabilized asset in the crypto space. So that's the reason why if you want to stabilize your portfolio, you will want to have Bitcoin besides the altcoins. And let me explain you why I have Everdome. So Everdome is I really believe in the Everdome. You guys know that I push Everdome. I am a believer in an Everdome. You see all the videos about Everdome I've made, right? So just comparing the market cap to the sandbox, it has like a 20x difference market cap to sandbox as its current price for both crypto projects. So Sandbox is approximately at like 0.85 USD dollars, 0.85 cents, and Everdome is at this price, right? It has like a 20x difference at its current Sandbox price. So Sandbox's all-time high was at like $9, right? $8.8, I forget, but it was like approximately at like $9. So just comparing, I believe that Everdome will be something bigger than the Sandbox. I believe that Everdome is the best metaverse what we've seen so far in the crypto space. Everdome has the best metaverse. It's just a matter of time. Everdome's best thing is going to end in less than a month, and I'm able to see that Everdome is I want you guys to watch my previous videos, but I'm able to see that they're making continuous progress. They have the passion. They're good at the marketing, right? So I believe that Everdome will surpass Sandbox. So if you want to go big, and as you can see, Everdome has a 400 is at its 400 place in the total cryptocurrency market cap, right? So the 400 place is not so well. I mean, it's a very undervalued cryptocurrency in my project, and it only has like a 5,000, not $50 million market cap, which is very low. So this coincides and tells me that Everdome Everdome is able, how should I say this? Everdome has the potential, has room to growth. Everdome has room to grow, and Everdome could be like a monster in the future, right? If Everdome hits its all-time high from its current price to its previous all-time high, it's going to be making like a 50x, right? So if you have like your 37.5, if you have 10k and if you have 37.5% of Dome, like that will be a lot, right? So you always want, so you're being stabilized with Bitcoin, right? So you would also want to have some kind of, some kind of cryptocurrency that will probably maximize your profits. So even if you just have Bitcoin, right, like 25% of Bitcoin is not going to make like a impressive all-time high, like a crazy all-time high, like we've seen in the previous cycles, because Bitcoin is already mature in the crypto space. Bitcoin has the largest market cap, right? So we want to be able to maximize those profits by having a little bit more riskier coin, in my opinion. That's the reason why you have 37.5%. And I'm going to be showing you the other portfolio, which I have is 10k aggressive. And you're able to see that almost 70%, 66% of your portfolio is Dome. This is in my opinion an aggressive portfolio. It's because Everdome is not mature enough, and there is a possibility that Dome could fail, right? It's always a possibility. So if I were to say that will Bitcoin fail or not, I believe that there is a very low probability for Bitcoin failing. Bitcoin has already been here for 12 years, and it already it's gaining the trust, right? It's gaining its momentum. But Dome has just born, and it's already in the it's going into the metaverse, right? Nobody knows about the metaverse, and nobody knows what will happen in the future. That's the reason why you want to have some kind of portion of cryptocurrency, of Bitcoin, so you're able to survive at least. In my opinion, we're going to be seeing 100k in the next cycle, at least. That's my opinion. That would be like a 5x from its current price of Bitcoin, right? So even if you invest 25% of your 10k and makes a 5x, you'll be able to cover all your 10k, right? That's the reason why you always want to have Bitcoin. And you want to be able to maximize your profits by having a riskier coin, which is Everdome. And lastly, the cryptocurrency I will put in my portfolio is Tencent. So you may be asking me why you're adding Tencent in your portfolio. And the reason is because, as you know, guys, Tencent has been the most successful launchpad we've seen ever, right? They launched all of these coins. Everdome is also from Tencent. You saw Fame making a 300x. Satoshi Island made it like a 20x. Satoshi Island is not looking so well right now, but it's because we're in a bear market, right? So, and right now Tencent's trading at just above like $1, right? So in my opinion, Tencent provides their locks provides to the users for locks their 5,000 Tencents, right? So if you lock 5,000 Tencent, you're able to get one lock. You're able to get one allocation of the Tencent's gem launch platform. So it used to be Tencent used to be at $4 and used to cost like 20k for you to get one allocation for the gem. But now we're at the $1 area. You only need like $6,000 for you to get one allocation. And once the bull market hits, right? I know that everybody's a little bit more conservative, and everybody's depressed about the current market situation, and also about Satoshi Island. But once we hit the bull market, I do believe that we will be seeing some sort of we will be seeing something similar like we saw in this part, like in last in our last bull market. So I think it's key. It's very key for you to be able to gather those 10 sets and locked in for a year, in order for you to get those allocations, which is like $1,000 allocated. If you have 5,000, you get like $1,000 allocation. If it makes like 100x, that's a lot, right? And also, 10 cents a deflationary token. Every transaction you make, 2% gets burned. 1% gets burned from the total supply, and 1% goes to staking. So if you buy 10 cent right now and just lock it in the 10 cent infinity system, you'll be making like 6 to 7% APY. So, and plus, Tencent is having its buyback system. Tencent is being bought back 1 BNB per hour. So Tencent is a deflationary token, and plus, every transaction that someone makes, every time someone swaps Tencent on PancakeSwap, it makes more Tencent deflationary, more scarce. So that's the reason why I would put Tencent. Of course, Tencent has a very has a low market cap, and it could go like maybe 50% down from its current price. However, as I say, it's deflationary. It also has a buyback system, and Tencent has a lot of utility. So in the long run, you may not be able to see those massive gains like I don't know, like Everdome maybe. But in my opinion, it is a coin for you to be able to, get some, decent gains, and also be able to stabilize your portfolio. So that's the reason why I have 37% Tencent. So, and also I'm making this YouTube video for the new guys, for the newbies that just entered this crypto space. So that's the reason why I'm keeping this simple. And I do believe that this portfolio, maybe I want you to look at this in the long term, right? I don't want you guys to just, look at this in a couple weeks, couple months time frame. I want you guys to see this portfolio for a couple years time frame, at least 2 years. Then I do believe that we will be seeing something interesting. So of course, all the markets could tank from here, from its current credits to there, to lower prices. So what I would recommend for you to create your portfolio is to DCA, dynamically dollar cost average, into the markets. So if you have like 10K right now, for example, buy $100 right now today, and if it goes lower, increase that amount, and just make that dollar cost average. Just dollar cost average. Don't go all in. Just average your entry and make the best entry you're able to make. Okay, so let's go over to the next one. So as I just explained, this one's the 10K aggressive portfolio, and I'm going to be explaining. So 33% of our portfolio is Bitcoin. So this is the reason from the last one. You always want to be able to have a stable, a mature asset in your crypto portfolio. So if you, for example, if you have a shitcoin in this portfolio, and if it gets rug pulled, you're dead, right? For example, Dome could also get rug pulled. I mean, I don't think that's let's say possibility. But for example, Everdome could, for example, like if it's CEO and all the teammates get COVID and just pass away suddenly, Dome is gonna disappear, right? But however, Bitcoin doesn't have a team. Bitcoin is fully decentralized. So that's the reason why you always want to have Bitcoin, because you don't know what will happen. And Bitcoin's the most stabilized, less volatile crypto asset in the crypto space. That's the reason why you always want to have some portion of Bitcoin in your portfolio. And as the title says, this is aggressive. So you have 67% of Everdome in your portfolio. You want to be aggressive, right? So you want to be able to, maximize those gains. That's the reason why you're going in very, aggressively, which is very risky. So I wouldn't recommend this portfolio. So lastly, this portfolio, it's 10K, super safe. So this is the most safe portfolio. So if you don't want to take any risks, obviously you're taking risks in crypto, but this portfolio is the less risky portfolio, in my opinion, what you can make from 10K. And the portion is 40% ETH and 60% Bitcoin. And Bitcoin, right? So as I said, Bitcoin has the largest market cap, and it's the less volatile asset. So if you want to go super safe, you should have 60%. I mean, you should have more than 50% if you want to go very safe. And 40% is ETH, the second largest market cap in crypto. So for ETH, I believe that you should have some ETH in your portfolio if you want to go very safe. So I mean, you could also go 100% Bitcoin if you want, but I just want that, kind of, I want to have some exposure in Ethereum, because I know that Ethereum could, show us very good potential in the bull markets. I know that it will outperform Bitcoin. So I want to have some exposure to some, a little bit more riskier asset than Bitcoin, but not so risky. So the second safest asset, which is Ethereum in my opinion. So that's the reason why we have Ethereum in our portfolio. So what would I recommend for you? I would recommend this 10K stabilize. If you want to maximize your profits, plus if you want to minimize those losses, I think 10K, this portfolio is the most, how do you say, the most neutral portfolio. You're not going so safe, but you're going you're not going so risky, but you're going some risky. You get it? So it really depends on you, right? You can also always change this portion, right? So this is just an example. So, but I do believe that this is a pretty good portfolio. So let's go over to the 50K chart, 50K USD chart. And let's go look at the portions. If you're at 21%, this one, orange, your favorite coin. Your favorite coin is 1%, almost 1%. Dome is 46.87%, and Bitcoin is like 31.25%. So this is going to be the portion. And the reason why you have Everdome, the reason why Everdome is the largest portion in this pie chart is because if you already have 50K, I mean it's a lot, but I believe that if you have like 50% of your portfolio into these Bitcoin and Ethereum, these kind of, stabilized and more safer assets, I believe that you're able to make some more aggressive movements, more aggressive, approaches. So that's the reason why I have fed 45% Dome. And always you're able to add your favorite coin, right? So if you have something like, for example, Dogecoin, you're able to add this in your portfolio. So when you have like 50K, that's like quite a lot of money, right? So I believe that you can more diversify more than this. But having Everdome in here is for you to maximize your profits, not just from Bitcoin and Ethereum. Obviously, like this Dome could be another coin that you think has a lot of potential and it has a lot of upside. So, in my opinion, that coin is Everdome. So that's the reason why I have like 47% in my portfolio. And you're able to stabilize your portfolio by having Bitcoin, 50% Bitcoin and Ethereum. So even if you go to the downside, you're still able to, protect yourself. It's not Bitcoin and Ethereum aren't going down so much. Bitcoin, I do not believe that Bitcoin will go 50% below from its current price. Ethereum, there's a possibility. So ideally, you would like to buy it at like a more cheaper price. I think Ethereum is still overvalued, but Bitcoin, I do believe that Bitcoin is still, I mean, in the long term, I do believe that 20K is a very good price, but I do believe that considering the macro, I do believe that we could see lower prices. So ideally, you would like to capture these coins at lower prices, right? So that's why I have this 50K portfolio. And let's go over to the 100K portfolio chart. And you're able to see that, okay, let's look at the portion. Bitcoin 26%, ETH 16%, Dome 37%, 10%, your favorite coin 10%. So 100K is much more than 50K, right? And you're able to see that I have Bitcoin and Ethereum in each portfolio and in each in each price category. And in this portfolio, I have like 26% and 15% of Ethereum. And the reason why I have Bitcoin Ethereum is because, as I said, you want to be, if you have 100K, right? And you always want to have this Bitcoin. It's the same reason. Even if Bitcoin drops 50% from now, and if Bitcoin reaches 100K, which is likely in the next cycle, you'll still be able to regain your 100K just from Bitcoin. And also you have Ethereum, right? I do believe that it's very likely for Ethereum to reach a new all-time high at 10K, which is very likely in the next cycle. Even if you have 50%, if it makes like a 10K from its current, so it's like a 10x from here, right? You're able to easily recover this 100K. So that's the reason why you want to be having this Bitcoin Ethereum. Obviously, you can increase this Bitcoin amount, or if like this Ethereum portion to higher, you can always have more ETH or more Bitcoin. It really depends on you. But I'm just going safe because this is a YouTube video, right? I'm basically showcasing my portfolio. I don't want to go so risky. So since I'm showcasing this portfolio to you guys, so that's the reason why I'm going like pretty conservative with this portfolio. And you have 36% Everdome. So this is also the same reason you want to be able to, you want to have a portion that is risky but has quite good potential to the upside. And as I said, I believe in Dome. Dome could be any project that you believe, but in my opinion, a Dome is the best project so far, what I see. So that's the reason why I have Dome. And Tencent 10%. If you have 100K, and I want to be able to have some staking rewards, like you're able to have staking rewards in other assets, but Tencent is a deflationary token. And as I said, if you lock 5,000 Tencents, and if you're able to gain a lot of allocations, once Tencent launches their gems, you may be able to make 100x from more than 100x from that one project. So you want to be able to have some exposure to Tencent, as Tencent will be, I believe Tencent will be going up in the next bull market, as it has utility. And once the bull market hits, everything goes up, right? We've seen Everdome and Fame and Satoshi Island and like Meta Hero and Kanga. Everything has been successful since we were in a bull market. Satoshi Island was a little bit unsuccessful because we were in a bear market, right? So once the bull market hits, I will believe that Tencent will have a lot of value in the future. That's the reason why that's the reason I have 10% just in case. In your favorite coin, 1%. You could put anything you want in this 1%. And lastly, let's go over to this portfolio. And you're able to see that this is 1 million. And when you have 1 million, you will want to have more than 50% of Bitcoin. It's because 1 million is a lot, and you basically have a lot of money for you to live forever, right? So that's the reason why you don't want to take any kind of huge risk, in my opinion. So that's the reason why I have more than 50% of Bitcoin and 60% of Ethereum. Those two, largest market cap cryptos, and BNB, the third largest market cap in crypto. So, for example, you can decrease this Bitcoin amount and increase Ethereum, BNB. It really depends on you, but I'm just giving you an example, a template. And you have Everdome. So why this is 10% is because you already have a lot of money, 1 million. And if Bitcoin makes like 5x from its current price, and you have like 50% of if you have 500K in Bitcoin, you'll make like 2.5 million, right? And it's the same for Ethereum, right? So in my opinion, you don't need to take so much risk. So that's the reason why I only have like 11% of Everdome in this portfolio. Obviously, you want some exposure to riskier assets like Everdome, like riskier assets and high potential projects. So I'm having some exposure to Everdome. And lastly, you have your one favorite coin, which is 1%, which could be anything. So I hope you really like the content. So this is my opinion. If you have any thoughts, please let me know in the comments section. I'm just sharing what I think is pretty ideal. I'm showing you a decent portfolio template, I believe. This is from my experience from crypto trading, and this is from my experience basically. So that's the reason why you're seeing like some Bitcoin, like a large portions of Bitcoin. It's because like beginners aren't able to take profits because people are too greedy. And I've seen some people getting bankrupt from crypto just from not taking profits and locking their coins. So for Bitcoin, it's less volatile. And even if it makes like a 50% decrease from its all-time high, from let's say it hits 100K in the next cycle, it goes down to 50K, you're still able to have that 2K gain, which is 1 million, right? You're still able to recover this 1 million. So as I said, I really like the content. I'll be uploading these kind of contents more often, so please subscribe, leave a like, and please share my video. So see you in the next video, guys. Thanks so much. Bye bye.